Hello and welcome. Today I am your host. I am back, community caster for the match Wrecking Crew versus Atrocities. And we're going to jump into round one, but these are two silver teams. Wrecking Crew currently ranked number 8, Atrocities currently ranked number 12. And here we go, Wrecking Crew starting off on Marsoc. This is their map pick, Downfall. And very interesting map pick to choose. Very interesting map pick to choose, especially because Volk can be rather Volk heavy on this map. We've got a 3-2 split. Swamp Boogie and Misty have pushed into this upper dumpster, being that quick movement in, taking care of that quick ground they can grab. We've got a little bit of a stalemate going on. Connor playing the sandbags. Could be a great spot to tuck in. It's somewhat difficult for the opposing team to catch wind to.
Like you said, he is. Or in maybe bottom red.
Doves and Voids trying to find a few players. Very tight defense tucked in, waiting for some movement on Marsoc to catch a pick here.
I'm not sure you're peeking that window.
Let's get the lasers going here. Knew we were missing something. There's been a number of roster changes to Wrecking Crew, and at least one roster change to Atrocity since the previous season. Wrecking Crew has a number of new players. As we can see, Voids is here. This is a new player for Wrecking Crew. We also have on Atrocities a new player, Gamers. He doesn't seem to be in the current roster tonight, but maybe we'll see a appearance a little later on. Here we go, there's this movement pushing up. Trenton's playing this nice and tight, so we're not going to see much from Trenton. Gordon Naz playing it tight in here. I don't know that we're going to see much. He's going to be able to see much going on here from Voids and Dove. Very well tucked away. All of the defense kind of playing these off angles, but critical areas that they need to cross in order to cap. A very quiet first 3 minutes.
I need to push up a little. You guys get some smoke on that objective from where you are?
Looks like we might start to see a little bit of a push going now. Seems like Wrecking Crew has taken the ground they're okay with taking.
Fire on Center Hotel, just to cover footsteps.
Looks like it might be a little bit of a distraction, so Misty can move up. Here it is, there it is. I am going to be able to see Misty move up here. I don't think he will. Misty coming right up. Getting great ground.
There's one lower red.
Great kill by 556. The smoke obviously taking away some of the attention. That pre-fire there. (1 minute and 18 seconds). They're gonna have to start making some push. Boba quite a bit away from the objective. Swamp looking to be pushing up now. And this has been a great defense so far, very well tucked in. And this has got to be very difficult if you're the Marsoc. You're hoping to find some of these picks. Naz picks up Dove, and Wrecking Crew just can't find these picks. It's very difficult. Swamp moving up, and 556 is surely going to hear that. Maybe the call out to Connor. Oh, Connor picks up Voids. Here we go, folks. Is he going to be able to find the kill? Stuck in the wall there. Boba pinned down. Swamp being spotted by Hyam, but that's it, folks. He's out of time. What a great round for the defense there. Making it 1-0, Atrocities. Back to a little bit of roster changes. Boba is a new player for Wrecking Crew. We have Voids that I mentioned a little bit earlier. Skylar looks to be also a new addition to the team. We have Draven and Sean, the Sheep, all new additions to Wrecking Crew. So a very different roster than the previous season. Atrocities seems to have at least one new player, but most of these guys have played for Atrocities for some bit. Connor's a return. We've got Trenton. And I believe Hyung is also still a return from the previous season. This is their first matchup this season between the two teams. If we look back on Season 15 a little bit, we'll see that downfall for Wrecking Crew, their win percentage is 42%. So they've played it 6 times. So that's the number of times to be played this particular map. 6 times they've played it. Their most played map, I believe. There is a stat in there if those that are following along called other, but I believe that's when you forfeit a match. And we're gonna go right into round 2. Same objective. A little bit of planning in the pre-round. Seems to be the same spawn that Wrecking Crew had. Actually, maybe Wrecking Crew had the Valley spawn. I take that back. I believe they had the Valley spawn. Trying to catch a little bit of those early rotations, but I just don't think he's seeing much here. Very much like Atrocities, they seem to be doing a very similar defensive pattern. The only difference is they don't have somebody mid-hotel.
I couldn't make it past 5 SD.
And absolutely another tucked-in, tight defense that we're seeing here. This is going to be difficult for the Atrocities to try to find these picks. No callouts. Seems like he might have been just throwing some shots out there. We got Trenton all the way at the spawn house now. Looks like he might be trying to make a full north rotation. And they are trying to pay attention to the south side of the map. They're expecting a defender to be somewhere, but they definitely, I don't think they're going to expect that there's not anybody on the south side of the map. Smokes out. Looks like it came from
MC
Connor.
or whatever.
They've put 2 smokes on the objective, and for those tuning in, these smokes cannot be removed.
Center rocks.
Connor didn't go down. Dove did manage to make a shot, and there he goes. Connor's down. That's a pick. Boba picks up Hyam. What a great pick. Now making it a 5v3. This is definitely looking to be a very Volk-heavy objective here for these two teams. Both teams taking very similar approaches, staying really tucked in. Really playing what is commonly considered pixel peaks, where there's pretty much just a pixel available that they can see through, making it incredibly difficult for the opposing team to see you in there. Trenton has made it all the way to North Hotel, and I don't think they know he's there. He's trying to find some picks. Not sure if he's going to find any. Like Voids is taking a few peeks over there. And we are stuck in the wall again. The walls do not like me today. In this position by Voids, I have to say, I don't foresee Trenton catching him. It's oftentimes you expect them to be in the window of this building, this lower red, not in the corner of the building. There goes Trenton. He's down by Boba, and that's making it a 5v2. This has been a very strong defense. Foxtrot letting us know that Void knows where Atrocities likes to hide. Maybe a little insider knowledge. Maybe Void's done his homework today. But I don't think it helped too much for that previous Volk round. Here we go, Lord Nas trying to make his approach. Is he going to be able to anticipate Void's position? I think Void's position is really a spectacular position here. When you're coming as Marsoc, it's the last position you're really worried about. You're trying to catch the Heli HQ building, see if anybody's there, the guardhouse, that north tower, but not often are you looking where Void's position is. There we go, Doves picks up the kill. Dove picks up another kill, multiple kills from Dove. Dove pulling 3 kills that round, I believe. And what a great performance from the defense. Another very Volk heavy round, very difficult. We're gonna have to see some incredible Marsoc plays here if these teams continue their defensive strategies that they currently have. Tonight our bans are Snowpeak and Bizarre. Those bans came from Wrecking Crew. And Arctic and Subway, those bans from Atrocities. So we can kind of see maybe a little bit, the Snowpeak one is a little bit of a long range map. I'm a little interested as to the Snowpeak ban. And Bizarre's a difficult map. I'm not surprised that that's banned. Arctic though, man, I really do like Arctic. I feel like that's an amazing small map to be played, but Atrocities didn't want to play it. Subway, I previously have played Wrecking Crew on Subway, and I think that is a well-warranted ban. I would be a little afraid of playing Wrecking Crew on Subway myself. I'm going to take a quick look at Atrocities map history on Downfall. So the previous season, season 15, they've only played it twice with a 62% win rate. So not their most played map, at least in the as an official game. But they seem to know how to defend it. That first round was an absolute, I think, a great defensive strategy. So maybe this previous experience or inexperience of playing the map from the previous seasons is not a good indication of their skill here.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just kill the guy.
All right, we're going into round 3. Looks like we're gonna have a 2-2-1 split. Very common. Swamp probably going to push directly up to middle here. See if we can't cut off some of these guys that are trying to push out. Connor rotating that northeast bungalow there in front of northeast spawn house. And he picks up
-1.
A great shot. And the south push is a little slow. Not entirely sure.
No, they haven't.
Looks like they have a drone. This drone could be helpful. Dove seeming to sit back, try to wait. I'm not really sure where that drone's at.
Hey, Bat, can you confirm whether or not I just took his fucking head off? Because I can't tell.
Ghost is trying to find Connor.
He's still in the north bungalow.
And he knows he has not successfully picked Connor yet, and that is a really critical kill to make. Connor's really watching any rotation Voids has out of this current position. Maybe not entirely watching everything. Here he goes in the open, and he makes it across. Looks like Trenton just putting some shots in the valley, or he might have been able to get the drone. It looks like the drone has been removed, and we're going to see a little bit of a valley push now. And it looks like maybe they did their homework here. He's already said to watch the tank. Seems like maybe they know some of these positions that they're expecting them to play. Very slow move up. They are really worried about this area back here, and I've got to say that this particular region they're worried about has gotten me killed many times. Definitely a warranted reason to be worried. And they are eyeing that tank. Are they going to be able to catch Trenton? 556 picking up Voids. But Voids is only down. Swamp might try to go for that res, but it's pretty far back. Very far. Boba's down. Dove unable to get Trent. 556 picks up Swamp. That's a full kill there. It is 2 downed players. Technically a 5v1, but is Dove going to be able to play this res? He's really close.
Don't worry about it. Get them first.
And he is not, and that is the round. Atrocity takes it 2-1. Another very strong defense from Atrocities. Looking back into the previous history of Atrocities, their most played map of Season 15 was Bazaar, the 41% round wins and a total win percentage of 40%. And that might be the reason they banned. It seems like they banned the top 2 maps that Atrocity had the previous season, that being Bazaar and Snow Peak. And I've got to say, Snow Peak was probably a good ban on Wrecking Crew's part. Atrocities has a pretty high win percentage of 67%. That is a pretty large percentage of win for them. And I have to say that Wrecking Crew, on the other hand, at least the bans from Atrocities, they didn't seem to take a similar approach. I feel like maybe they're taking some information. I know there was a lot of scrimmages between these two teams. I don't think they were worried about their top two maps, which were Downfall and Quarantine, neither of which show up on the ban list for this series. So far, very tight defenses. We're really going to have to see some spectacular MARSOC plays happen if Wrecking Crew hopes to take this map. And with this being Wrecking Crew's pick, they have to be coming in thinking they can win a MARSOC round here against Atrocities. And we're going to be going into round 4. Same spot as the Wrecking Crew had previously. A little bit of a different playstyle, only Lord is going to go up to the north side. Shots already being taken.
One pushed up fucking bungalow.
And it looks like there is the call out. Connor already in that center bungalow. Boba picks up Lord Naz. That is a full kill on Atrocities.
Counts one behind barns or whatever.
Two players on this bungalow here. Very, very interesting method of playing. I don't think I've seen this previously. Trenton rotating that far valley push. However, this time Swamp is in the tank building, not the tank itself. Swamp is looking, but I don't think we're gonna see. Yeah, he's definitely not going to be able to see it. The question is Voight's going to be able to see his position as he comes up over this hill? Moving up, creeping right behind the guy, Misty, who's in that North MARSOC building. This is pretty far into the defense's territory. Hyung and Connor trying to work through that middle. He's moving up. Swamp might hear him. He's at the tank, and there it is. Swamp going down. Misty picking up Hyung. Connor's right there, but is Connor be able to get the refract?
Two.
Swamp picks up 556. This is now a 5v1. Not looking good for Atrocities on this MARSOC round. It is all up to Connor.
Come on,
There's the down, but that's going to be rough. It's only a down. Connor realizing he's alone, and more importantly, he's pretty much surrounded. Almost a UAV on him. Dove, here comes Dove. Shots didn't connect. Smoke out. Connor inside the church, looking towards Swamp, but Swamp is not watching that angle. This is where the patience of the Volk is so important. You have 4 people up, 1 down, and not to mention, Misty should be able to call this, to be calling Connor's position out currently. The discipline of the Volk team is how you prevent a 1v5 from happening, and they are doing just that. Two minutes, 25 seconds. Quite a bit of time for Connor to work with, but he is rather exposed with very little information. He knows there's a person at church next to him, but other than that, that's it. There is still 3 players that he has not a clue of their position. And I really do think this assumption... Ooh, there it is. Boba picks up Connor. I think Misty being down really doesn't help you there. It's pretty much a constant UAV. We have Dub with 4 kills, Boba with 4 kills, Swamp with 3, Connor with 3, 556 with 3. 2-2. Very much heavy Volk. Alright, folks in the chat, let me know. Who do you think is going to take the win for this map? We're still pretty early. If it keeps going, we might have 4 more rounds to go. But it's currently 2-2. It's been very Volk heavy. Leave it in the comments. Who do you think is going to take this map? I would also like to hear what you think your predictions for the next map are going to be. With Downfall out of the way, what do you think Atrocities is going to pick for the second map? They've already banned Snow Peak and they've banned Bazaar. Just a little insight as to what's currently going on in BRMO right now. Apart from the match that's happening currently, right now, Bedwetters versus Classified, Flash Bangers versus Nordic Tacticu, and Killswitch versus Dragoons are all happening right now. And in 30 minutes, Boneyard versus Covert Captivation is going to be happening. Unfortunately, there is no official casters for that. However, you can pay attention in the Discord to see what those results are. And we're going to jump right into the 5th round of the map. Wrecking Crew back on Marsoc, and they really need this Marsoc win. Starting at this northeast spawn house. This is the upper dumpster objective. Trent going right into White House. Hyung coming up to Twins, taking this position, a great position. And 556 taking phenomenal positioning in this south bungalow. Actually, the correct call is south center bungalow. This is a very important position, and Misty is going to want to clear that south center bungalow. It's great positioning, as we see most of team in lower red and moving on to Heli HQ. Voids makes the cross. There's nobody watching the cross particularly. And this could be another potential cross that could be difficult for Voids. Hyung, if he rotates just a little bit, could see Voids try to cross here. We're not going to see 556 be able to pick up Voids, but he's definitely in a great position here. But look at this, Dove moving all the way. Does he see? I can't tell. Hyung's watching the window. Is he going to slip directly behind Hyung? Yeah, I think he is. And he's far enough away. I'm not sure that he's going to be able to hear the footsteps as Dove just slips right into Valley. Voids hasn't made too much progress. There he goes. There's the cross. And it didn't look to be seen by anybody on defense. They are still playing a very tight defense. Some shots going out. Looks like it's towards Lord Nas. None of those hit.
Nothing.
We're back in the wall. Void's being incredibly careful. Very much worried about the west side of the map. But I've got to say, this is probably where things get interesting.
Is that us in center bungalow?
Void's asking if Misty's there. A lot of lasers everywhere. Looks like some shots going out. I don't know if that was from actually seeing anybody.
No, I'm just.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Checking up on Dove here in the valley, and he's making his way up, and he is worried about White House. Some more shots being thrown around. Definitely not seeing anybody. Voids and Boba moving in together. They're peppering it. I think Connor's going to look this way. That smoke's not exactly what he wanted. Connor's right where Voids is going to be. Nothing there yet.
Last one.
Dove picks up Trenton. And that's a huge kill. Connor's being peppered. This is not looking good for Atrocities. You absolutely don't want this person behind you. 556 picks up Misty. Dove out in the open, gets picked by 556. It's 2 kills for him. Looks like the play's happening now. A lot of smokes on OBJ.
Go. Again.
Hyung still watching this cross, but 556 picks up the kill. And this push has been all but stopped. Void's trying to find where these shots are coming from, but it looks like he might have seen Hyung. However, 556 has been the big problem for Wrecking Crew this round. Playing a phenomenal position, and these smokes are about to disappear. Connor looks to be slightly worried. He throws a flash, but to me it doesn't seem like he was really incredibly worried. He's not checking that objective. A little bit of a stalemate, but only 1 minute. Void sees Connor trying to pick up the kill. Unable to find it. 556 getting a little bit antsy, trying to peek that corner. Swamp's moving up. This position is absolutely detrimental to Wrecking Crew. And I do think it's going to have a play here. Here comes Swamp, and there's the kill. And Connor picks up Void's, giving Atrocities a 3-2 lead. What a great round it was for 556. In fact, it's been a great map for 556 with 7 kills. We've got Dove on the other team with 5 kills. And yet again, this is still a very heavy Volk map. 3-2. Looks like we got some predictions, but this looks to be a weird prediction myself. Atrocities 11-9. I'm not exactly sure what 11-9 is supposed to be. If that's supposed to be rounds, not really. I think typically, I think what he's saying is Atrocities is going to lose 1 map, and it's going to be a close map. If I'm understanding this right, for Atrocities to have a match score of 11-9 that Foxtrot is predicting, that means they would lose 1 map of this series, but yet they would put up 3 points in that map, so it'd be just a very slight loss. Tomorrow, we have a few matches that are going to be played. That's Friday. We've got Ops Resurgence, which is previously known as Grim Tide, versus Shadow Kings. That's at 9 p.m. We've got Boss Games versus Kill Switch, also at 9 p.m. That's a challenge match. We've got Covert Captivation versus the Maniacs at 10:30. That is also a challenge match. But enough of that. Here we go. Back into the game we go. And this is the same spot that Wrecking Crew have. We're going to see if Atrocities can do anything different. A little bit different approach. Swamp looking for those quick rotations. Oh, the shots are just off from 556. That's unfortunate. That could have been an early kill. Swamp taking the position that Hyung took before. Misty playing the position that 556 was in, but however, he's been called out, I believe. Yep, definitely. They know his position. Taking some shots. And this has been a different approach here. Really taking some shots. Downs Lord Nas, however, that's only a down. We're going to see, is he able to get a confirm here? I'm not sure if that body is... That body, I believe, is just not going to be possible for him to get a confirm on. So we could potentially see a res here. But more importantly, he's been called out. Void's position at this church is likely known by the entire team, and they're probably going to be looking for that. He hasn't rotated. Trenton and Hyun moving up through the west side here. There's the revive.
Watch church.
That's where you got your friend?
Yep.
There's
Watch
the
her behind
call
that
out.
door in the windows.
Void has been called out, but I think he's gonna look again. And Connor
Right there, empty.
just barely missed those shots. Looks like Boba is taking shots. Voids does pick up Connor. That's a headshot. And Trenton putting that smoke down. Swamp picks up Hyung. Great kill. That's a very far shot. And Trenton trying to move, but Swamp, here we go. Swamp's probably going to see Trenton on this cross. There it is. And there goes Trenton. 556 trying to put some cover fire, but unfortunately it's not going to be useful. Voids picks up Lord, and we have got a 5-1. This is incredible. Yet again, a very strong defense we're seeing. 3 minutes to go. A lot of time for 556, but they are really watching these crosses. He really can't move anywhere without being seen. I'm not sure what util he has on him. Doesn't look like he has any. This is going to be very difficult for him to do any sort of clutch here. For those tuning in, there is a VRML Con. This is a live event. It's a LAN event. The teams that will be playing at the LAN event are currently undecided. There's two particular scenarios that could unfold. If there's enough money donated, the top two teams currently participating will be pulled. I believe that is the top two NA teams. I don't believe it's the World Finals in this case. I could be wrong about that. There's more information in the VRML Discord. Feel free to check it out. If not enough donations show up, there'll be an open qualifier type thing where anybody with a ticket can participate and essentially be on a team. And if that participation portion, the online qualifier, will happen outside of the LAN event. And if your team makes it to the LAN event, it'll be those two teams playing. That will be taking place in Denver. And 556 been spotted. Not much that he can do here. Voids does pick up the kill, making this a 3-3. 5 kills by Dove, 5 kills by Swamp. 7 by 556. Not much of a change for that round. But we're going to be going into the last round soon. It is 3-3. Very tight game. Keep an eye out for those matches. There is a number of casts that typically happen throughout a week that are official. You don't see as many community casts. It's a little bit more difficult for a community cast to happen. You have to have the permission of both captains of each team, so it's It's a little bit less often that you see a community cast. However, pay attention for those official casts. Those happen oftentimes. We'll probably see one this weekend. There was one earlier today for EU. You can find that on YouTube, the VR Master League YouTube. You can find those videos. If you go to the live section, you can see all of the previous matches that have been casted. They're great quality. The casters do a great and phenomenal job trying to capture the essence of this game, the competitive nature of the league. It is all in all a great way to get information. If you're new to the league, you want to find out some strategies, it's a great way to get those strategies. More importantly, back to some of these matches coming up over the weekend. Saturday, we're going to have a few matches Saturday. Los Patrones versus Atrocities. Atrocities playing here currently. We have Wrecked versus Proteus, and XCOM VR versus VR Militia. Most of those also happening around 9 p.m., a very common time period for these games to happen. Sunday, we've got Wrecking Crew versus Cobra, Crusading Angels versus Berkut, Dark Tidings versus Summit, a very popular match wanting to be casted, much like the Wrecked versus Proteus match, and then LRRP versus Entity. A lot of those, again, happening at either 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. EST. So pay attention to the Discord. You can catch those casts if they get officially casted. It looks like those are round resets, so we're waiting on them to re-ready up. I'm not sure if there will be a timeout or anything. The current standings for Season 16, we have Mayhem in first. They've got a 3-0 record. It's a really good record. And second place, we've got Animal House, 2-1. Mayhem and Animal House just played each other last night. You can find that on the official YouTube. It was an extremely close match. There's a lot you can learn from these two top teams doing what they do best. It was an amazing match. We have Raptors in third place with the same record as Animal House, 2-1. Fourth place, Ops Resurgence. That's the Grimtide team. Fifth place, Blaze. Sixth, Most Wanted. Seventh, Latin Force. Eighth, Wrecking Crew. So Wrecking Crew is currently ranked number 8. Bedwetters LC. This was the Spectre LC group. They are number 9. A very interesting name chosen there. And number 10 is General Electronics. That's your top 10 currently. You can find all of that information at vrmasterleague.com, and then when you're there, find the onward portion. You can find the standings. Those are the NA standings. I'm sorry for any EU viewers. I did not include the Europe standings. However, if you would like to hear them, we've got Vanguard number 1, Access Denied number 2, Bad Boys number 3, Friendly Fire number 4, Mancos VR number 5, Link Up Warriors 6, Oscar Victor Lima 7, RGM EU 8, Imperial ranked 9, and No Fun Intended ranked 10. I see a lot of shifts in that ranking within the next few weeks. At the beginning of a season, oftentimes we see a little bit of movement, but in the ranking,
I think you were going one of the
as a
wrong.
lot of MMR tries to balance itself out. Here we go. This is the last round of this map. Wrecking Crew absolutely needs a win here. Very interesting C4 placement. Ion going right into this lower dumpster. Lord Nas. Looks like he's going to try to play the bottom side, and we are back stuck in a wall. Connor playing a very common position that we see. We've already seen it once before here, but nevertheless a good position. However, there is a hard push towards that valley. That could prove to be difficult for Connor to maintain this position that he has.
I was having the same fucking issue over here.
Now a 3-man push. Dove, Voids, and Boba.
Yeah, that happened to me too. I don't like that.
Seems like Trenton is in a position to
nothing
watch
north right now,
a
so-
cross but he's not going to be able to catch anybody on this valley push. I think we might see a little bit of an infiltration of the Marsoc to Hyung's position. There you go. Trenton's actually looking a little bit. Oh, does he see him? And it looks like he does. Those shots taken, none of them hit.
There's one in
He's-
Valley up top. I hit the fucking hitboxes on this fucking shitty table.
and he's
They're
just
up top,
not
Valley.
able to take the kill. Voids dropped his gun. Looks like Voids probably has a smoke that he can deploy.
This is horrible. Get me out of here, please.
Gibby with a prediction of 12-0 Wrecking Crew. Gibby, I don't think this prediction's a valid prediction. It cannot be 12-0. Atrocities already has 3 points. At bare minimum, it has to be 12-3. Swamp trying to find a pick here. Just peppering. We're gonna adjust that audio. That was very loud. And Misty, there it is. That's the pick they need. That's a huge pick. Could we see a Wrecking Crew win here? Put it in the chat, guys. Could we see them take the map? Still tucked in positions, tight positions. A lot of lasers all over the place. Connor taking a little bit of a movement and ooh, stuck back in the wall. This is huge. Could he get Dove? He downs Dove. And that's going to be an inaccurate call out. More importantly, I don't think that's a res that I think that's a res that could be taken here, and it will be. I don't believe that Connor's going to be able to catch Boba. If he is, it's got to be really soon. And he's definitely going to get this res. If Connor's looking, he might see the res happen. And he's telling him to stay low. There's the res. Connor's not looking. He's not going to know that res happened. This could be very rough for the Atrocities group. They know Connor's there. Connor's making the rotation. It's a good rotation, but missed. Oh, a huge kill on Misty. A lot of gunfire going on. It looks like Hyung. Actually, I'm not sure that was from Hyung. It seems like he's peppering. He's absolutely peppering Connor out. Connor throwing some shots over. Didn't look like any hit. Ooh, and Connor goes down with a headshot. A huge kill. It is 4 players up. Lord Naz picks up Swamp. It's now 3 players up for each. There's the smoke, and is this defense going to be able to do anything? I think we've got to point out Hyung's position here. This is a huge position. He could catch potentially Dub trying to cross. And Dove goes down by Lord Naz. A huge position. What a great kill. Voids and Boba all in the same place, and Hyung is going to be in an excellent position. Can he have some trigger discipline? There's 2. Can he hold it? Oh, he doesn't. Voids knows he's right next to the guy. He's going to run around. Here we go. And he picks up the kill. It is now a 2v1. What is... Ooh, and Trenton gets the kill. It gives Atrocities the map win, 4-3. A great map it was. Wow. Very close all the way till the end. However, in the end, it did seem to be that it was Volk heavy. Atrocities win map 1. If you're just tuning in, let me know. What do you think map 2 is going to be? We're going to be running into map 2 next. Have a quick intermission, and then I will be back when map 2 starts. Welcome back, folks. We're going to be going into the next map, and as you might have already been able to deduce, it's Abandon. Another somewhat long-range map. This is Atrocities' pick. This was not in the map pool for Season 15, so this is kind of a little new, especially for the newer teams entering the league this season. This will be a new map for them. Although I suppose maybe every map is new to them if they're just now entering the league.
I don't even play this map, I can't lie.
Yeah, there you go. Voids doesn't even know the map. This could be a really great pick from Atrocities if they do know the map. Trenton moving up on this southeast side. In a 3-story there, he doesn't see anybody. Misty is potentially in a position to stop this push. Actually, a great position. I don't think I would be really aware of this. If anything, I think I would have been playing the dumpster. So Misty's position absolutely could get Trenton here as a surprise. I know a lot of people are worried about these apartments. It's a great position. A little bit off uplink, but you know, Hyung pickups the kill. The position he's in might be a little bit off uplink, but you really don't want them to have the apartment control, so it's definitely a good position. That's a huge pick by Hyung, and he is inside Boba and Hyung in a standoff. With 4 minutes and 28 seconds, this is a great position to be in. There's the kill. Boba Fett picks up Hyung. There's smokes on OBJ. I think Dove is a little worried. Ooh, Misty picks up Connor on that side. And that was what I was worried about. That's a great position. But Trenton is now at least somewhat aware that Misty's over there. Misty's peeking out a little bit. Ooh.
I don't think they made his cat, but I'm swear he just did.
Dove didn't find the kill. Misty getting aggressive, and 5-5. Ooh, Trenton finds the kill. A little bit of aggression there. I'm surprised. Lord Nas has flanked all the way from the west side around, and there's more smokes on OBJ. This multiple sides that they have to deal with now on Volk is going to be difficult. Swamp just kind of watching the back side of the middle, but I don't think this position is going to be incredibly useful. Still 2 minutes and 49 seconds, quite a bit of time. Boba getting a little antsy. Still 3-on-3. A little bit of shots in the smoke, but it's not really at anybody. Lord Naz getting ready. Here we go. Another smoke going out. They probably might, well, they may be able to see which direction that came from and know that he's on this side. Trenton moving up, trying to get in those apartments. Yeah, they do know he's at least on this side, but where exactly, they definitely don't. Here we go. Maybe Swamp will peek out. There it is. Swamp's, ooh, he's just almost there. And Nas is getting ever closer. Is Swamp gonna look? I think Dove definitely knows he's to the side. Maybe not, actually. That smoke's probably distract. Ooh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Ooh, Nas only downed. Only down. Dove is gonna refrag. Trenton pushing back behind right where Nas just went down. 5-5-6 on the other side. But they've got to find these defenders that are tucked in. Dove giving away his position. Swamp's called out, but Boba is an enigma. They do not know where Boba is at currently. And Boba's position here, he can watch this cross from pretty much an off angle. When I don't expect Trenton... I know I wouldn't expect myself to be really looking back here. This could be a phenomenal position in this case. "38 seconds, something's gotta give." They don't have the time to wait. The timer is beeped. They've got to do something. Dove's down. That's a huge kill. Boba's moving up, and is Trenton going to be able to see this? Oh, this is huge. Trenton's only going for the cap. And 556 doing a great job of distraction, but... Oh, Boba just... Oh! Is Swamp going to get picked? Trenton's... The other shot, is he going to realize... Ooh, no time left. And that's a round win for Wrecking Crew. 1-0. We are still a little early into this season, and for those of you that were around for the previous season and maybe don't exactly know, there have been a few rule changes. So one, like I already said, Abandon has made it back into the map pool. There has been a limitation on jiggle peeking. You can now only... I should first state that they've defined quick peeking, or the fast peek, and a slow peek. So fast peeking is where your gun's down and you essentially use your joystick in a manner to quickly peek around a corner. Slow peeking, on the other hand, is where your gun is at eye level and you're peeking that corner, so you can't really move at what would be the sprint speed. Instead, you're moving at like a walking speed. That's considered a slow peek. So with that terminology set out, the new rule is that you can only quick peek one time within, I believe, the seconds are important. It's either 2 or 3. I believe it might be 2. In fact, I should go look at that. But in any case, you can only quick peek every, I believe, 2 seconds. Otherwise, you can only slow peek. So if you want to quick peek one time and then re-peek, you're gonna have to do it with a slow peek for it to be legal. That means the gun has to be all the way up at your eye, so essentially you're looking at that reticle. Been a big rule change. There's also another huge rule implementation that I am absolutely a fan of. They have added a ping plotter requirement. If your team makes it to the diamond level, they are required to use a ping plotter in addition to the recording that's already required when you play. So if you haven't checked out the ping plotter and you are a player that potentially could be playing against a diamond team, you should go check that out. Huge pick by Dove, picking up Lord Naz. It is already a 5v4.
It's 54. He was heading back to the apartment.
556 getting up to 3-story. Swamp moving up rather quick. So there we saw a little bit of what it looks like to implement that new jiggle peeking rule. If you're gonna jiggle peek, you got to bring your gun up before you break the before you re-peek it. Boba making that far west rotation. We saw that previously. I believe it was Lord Naz that did that in the previous round. And he's probably going to be far enough out that 556 is going to not even know he's rotated. But Swamp might be close enough that he's given off audio cues. I think he has. I believe 556 just communicated. Two-man push, very similar to what we saw before. Dove and Misty moving slowly up this east side. 4 minutes and 25 seconds is a lot of time, and you really want to let Boba make his rotation. Having effectively what is a flank. They initially lost a player, and so they knew they were on the south side, but getting a guy to that north side, it can be very, very critical to the success of Marsoc. Misty and Dover looks like they're going to try to push up. Maybe Trenton's going to be able to catch him on this rotation, or at least at bare minimum here. Trenton's playing it really tight. Swamp picks up 556. He snuck his way in. That is a huge kill from Marsoc. Is Trenton going to be able to hear Misty and Dove moving up? Five to 3. This is looking good for Wrecking Crew. Boba's made his rotation all the way around. They've removed 3-story. They can all but surround this defense. Here we go, Misty moving up close. I think Misty is worried about this position. He's looking at the tablet, maybe not so worried now. Here comes the util, but is he going to get it off? He doesn't. The smoke goes off right there, and now Dove is stuck between 2 defenders. Connor might have heard. Seems like Dove maybe even heard Connor. He's very worried about this apartment. Here we go. Trenton's moving. Is Dove going to hear him? He does. Oh, he just misses the shot, but the trade... Is it a trade? It is a trade, but I think Connor ended up... It was only a down from Trenton, and Connor did finish that kill. It is all of a sudden looking not so great for Wrecking Crew. A huge pick by Connor. It is now a 2-on-2. Hyung in an interesting position. Is Boba going to see this position? This is... I think Hyung's going to hear Swamp start to push in beside him, and I've got to say, a little skeptical at first about Hyung's position, but this might be a great position. Boba moving up. There it is. Oh, and it's now just 1. But Swamp does have a little intel. Can he use that information and clutch this round up? 1:20. This is an important round for Wrecking Crew. They really want to get an established lead, but Atrocities absolutely needs to not lose a Volk round here. I have to say I've seen a lot of time running out with these 2 groups. We're going to be able to see Swamp play in a fast enough manner to not run out of time. He's being very quiet. We could see some antsiness. We're seeing a little bit from Connor. Connor's really trying to watch around. When you have 30 seconds, you have to assume that they're trying to cap if you haven't seen them. A cap will hurt you really bad. Hyung hears it, and there's the C4. Wow, a huge kill, making it 1-1. All right, another very tight round. We're gonna go back into it. The next objective is the north objective. I think they might be happy about this spawn.
Alright.
They can get over this hill very quickly.
Where's this last giveaway?
Oh, watch out, they're gonna be on this hill, I bet.
Connor's placing bets. Will those bets prove useful? Quickly trying to see there. Oh, it just misses him. He's looking for him to peek his head to the left. I don't think he's gonna find him. Is he gonna call out that position? It's a huge position. A lot of lasers. We got one heading up the east side.
West hills towards the beach.
All right, there's the call out. There's the gunfire. Very interesting. Unable to make any contact. He knows he's not been able to kill him.
Go down, look at it.
Misty in a great position again. Boba also in a very tight position. Can Dove find a pick here? I don't think Dove likes his position. Very open to those east apartments. And they are still looking at Swamp. Swamp's really just worried about this far flank. He doesn't seem to care about anything else. Foxtrot. Abandon is a bold pick. I think I agree with you. I think Abandon is a bold pick. Definitely a map that is not my best. Hyung moving down, but there's some lasers. There's the shots, and Dove picks up Hyung, and we have Connor. Seems like he's trying to find that refrag, but just unable to see where those shots came from.
The west side beach.
The call-out's very vague. I don't know that it'll be of much use. Lord Nass staying low not to expose himself. Trenton moving up this east side. And this is a very common choke point that he's approaching. Voids is watching it. Seen it time and time again. You almost have to have a plan to get through this choke point. Oftentimes we see grenades thrown, some smokes. But definitely a difficult area to go through. Gunfire from Connor, unable to find a connection. Looks like we had a disconnect from Wrecking Crew. That's a little unfortunate. That was their player that was, I believe, on the helicopter. So it's now a 4v4. Swamp trying to find the pick. Here we go again. Shots out. Not able to find it. .556 finally putting some shots back. They are at a standoff. Connor moving up to the hill, but Misty finds him. Still Swamp trying to find 556. Lord Nass is making his approach, but look at this. Misty, there's the kill. And we have Dove picking up 556. That leaves just Trenton. And Voids is right here. And Trenton all but oblivious of where Voids is at. And look at that controlled headshot. That gives Wrecking Crew a 2-1 lead. Looks like we might be waiting for their fifth player to join back. Seems like he has in fact joined back. Chad, what is your prediction for this map? Is this going to be another Volk heavy map? Or do we think there's going to be one team that really comes out victorious? Leave it in the chat below. Here we go. Gonna have the same objective.
Straight line here in case someone comes around.
If I can. There we go.
I'm gonna try again.
We're gonna have the same objective here. A little bit different spawn than Atrocities had.
You got frag or just smoke?
Yeah, I got a frag.
Oh yeah, no, you ain't running into it. There is a bullet. We just gotta be careful.
Very quick push up initially. I think Trenton's gonna go see where Void's killed him at. Maybe he'll take his a similar positioning. 556 also pushing in. A little bit different. They're pushing up. Wow. Are we gonna see some action here? Void's watching the lane. Trenton, was he exposed? I'm not sure.
One or two in Valley.
Trenton has called out the positions of Misty and Voids. And there's Hyung with a huge kill on Misty. And Trenton's going to challenge it. Looking for that kill. Voids looks like he tagged Connor.
Two flashes behind me.
Voids is going to move up. And there's the kill, Trenton. It's now 5-3.
Look out for more. I haven't seen
5
any
people
action.
up for Connor. Connor telling his team, as the captain, letting them know what they should be looking at. Strong team often starts with a strong leadership. However, he is taking a seat. You heard it here. Hyung maybe sees that we are right behind him. And this is a very difficult situation that Wrecking Crew is in. They've got to find the 5 defenders that are all dug in. Looks like Trenton and 556 are going to hold their position there and not move up. Here we go, Boba's moving down. Lord Nas shooting at nothing. Maybe some down players. Boba's throwing the flash. Lord Nas does seem to be flashed. Hyung finds the kill. Connor is being peppered. Dove went ahead and revived. That pretty much means he healed himself. So he took some shots. Swamp now moving really close. Here we go. Ooh, very close. Dove picks up Connor on that northwest hill, and 556 manages to win. Dove picks up Lord. This is a 3v1, and Dove is in a difficult situation. He does know he's in a difficult situation. Flash on Hyung. I don't think it actually was able to hit, but the cross angles are real. This is going to be a very difficult push to make. Look at this angle here. A very difficult angle. Dove did pick up Connor, but I'm not sure that he's confident that he got the kill. Oh, that is a huge team kill. Not only was it a team kill, he's given his position away to Dove. That is not what you want if you're playing Volk, giving up your 3-1 lead. Hyung, here's the footsteps. Dove's right below him, and he does redeem himself, picking up Dove, giving Atrocities a 2-2 tie. And Atrocities is going to go back to Marsoc. We will have a quick intermission. We will be right back. Welcome back, folks. We are going to be going into round 5 of Abandoned.
I'm gonna go try to pick up 3.
It is 2-2, very Volk heavy. The entire match so far has been extremely Volk heavy. We have yet to see one Marsoc win. These teams are definitely well balanced. Fight at the same skill level. Here we go. We've got the middle objective. What's really difficult about this middle objective for Volk is they have to find out which spawn the Marsoc managed to get. Okay, Swamp in a great position. But is he going to be able to see that there's a number of opponents on his north side? Connor's managed to make his way quite far. Here's potentially Swamp, might peek. Ooh, and does he see him? He does. He does see him.
I'm gonna try to crawl past.
Ooh. And Draven is incredibly close. Looks like Draven is probably looking under this portion here. Likely looking under. Swamp and Connor are just pretty much playing tag, seeing each other. Connor finally putting some shots there, but nothing connects. Moving up. Is Draven going to stand up and find him? He is being patient, and Naz is right in there. He is right there. Draven is... It's not looking good here. Draven picks up Connor, but it looks like Naz is likely going to find him. Draven turning around. Is this going to happen? They don't see each other. What is going... I can't... Oh man, Draven loses his gun, pulls the pistol out. Boba tagging Hyung, not able to find the kill. Here we go, here's a swing. And Voids finds the kill. Trenton all the way on the back side. He rotated all the way around. Looks like we have a little bit of latency. That could be on my part, folks. And this has been a very strong defense for Wrecking Crew so far. They are a little worried that those smokes, maybe somebody was able to get in. Voids is going to come back up and... Ooh, just barely missed the shots. Now they know where at least one of them is. Actually, one of those shots did hit. This is it. 2 minutes, 25 seconds. Voids looking to peek out again. He is going to hold the angle. 556 did give it up. Here we go. Is he going to peek it again? And, ooh. The grenade just slightly short. Here we go. And, man, the timing. Void's tucking right back in. I believe this is Draven's first appearance on Cast. New addition to Wrecking Crew. And here we go. Is it gonna happen? Ooh, there's the headshot on Voids. It is now a 4-2 player count. Misty throwing the flash. That was unsuccessful in tagging anybody. Seems like there's a little silent comms going on. Yeah. Trenton moving up slowly. Swamp finds him. Huge kill. 556 is gonna re-peek this same angle. And unable to see Swamp. He's thinking he's third floor, but he is second. There he is. I think he saw him. So I'm going to peek out. Ooh, and those are important shots that he just missed. He's going to have to rethink his strategy with a 1v4. And could Swamp find this kill? Swamp's just not looking. Boba is telling him to move right in. And there we go. Ooh, and that didn't look good. Ooh, huge kill. Now a 2v1 moving in. And those cursed crosshairs are on him, but he is out of time. And yet again, we're seeing another just out of time scenario from Atrocities. Wrecking Crew takes it. They are now up 3-2. All in all, this has been a very heavy Volk trading match. Each round has been a Volk win. We have yet to see a Marsoc win. If this trend continues, we are going to have to go to a map 3 for a match for a series decider. Atrocity's about to take on defense. Can Wrecking Crew put this game away early? Could they potentially get that first Marsoc win and get a little bit momentum to head into the third map? Let me know what you think the third map will be. We've had 2 long-range maps. Snow Peak is banned, so there's not very many long-range maps left to pick from. Maybe we'll see a small map being played for our final one tonight. Alright, we're going to be going directly into round 6. This could potentially be match point. Or sorry, not match point, map point. Can Wrecking Crew pull the win?
I was saying, let's put three together here.
I believe this is the opposite spawn that Atrocities had to start this map. Very quick push up to 3-story by Trenton. And we have a little bit of a difference. 5-5-6 pushing right out. Ooh, and he's gonna peek. He's gonna kind of get over in this corner. A little bit different defensive plan. And he may just be able to catch this double push by Boba and Voids as they wrap around.
It was a 5v1, and it got down to a fucking 1v2.
Seems like Wrecking Crew is reminiscing about the previous round. Maybe a little closer than what they hoped. Swamp laying some shots to Trenton, unable to find anything. Here we go. Could 5-5-6 find Voids? Doesn't look like he's really watching this area. Hyung picks up Draven.
45.
Misty getting the refrag on Hyung. Important kill. Here we go. 5-5-6 kind of watching, but is he going to catch him? Boba coming up. Here they go. Are they going to... Ooh, here we are. And there's the headshot.
One back, one.
That gives Atrocities a slight majority. Misty's pushed up quite a bit. There it is, the trade. And man, the flick from Misty was rather phenomenal. However, Swamp's not going to know that kill's there. There's plenty of time. He can go in and make sure that player's not there, but that could slow this push. Wrecking Crew down a player to Atrocities. Swamp is definitely interested on clearing this. Void's starting to push up a little more. But 556 is still in a really good position that could absolutely prevent Voids from getting anywhere. He's watching this cross, and that's the cross he needs to watch. Voids is not in a particularly good position to cross from there. It is a rather exposed area. This position has proved to be extremely useful to Atrocities this round. Ooh, a very questionable shot to be taken, getting that position away, but he does find Voids, and that right there, folks, is an amazing shot. Just look at this shot, right under the car to find Voids. Amazing kill. And that leaves Swamp, and Swamp is still worried about this position that Misty was able to trade. And this is absolutely slowing down a push, and I think going to really run and waste a lot of that time that he needs for OBJ. I think he's pretty much at the point where he's clearing. He sees he's dead. And now back to a clutch scenario. 3-on-1. Connor watching it. Kind of, not really. Could Swamp find this kill? Ooh, not quite there. Just shy of a minute left. And Swamp's definitely picking up the pace. He knows he has very little time. Ooh. Ooh, there it is. And he's missing those shots. They know where he's at. Frag out. Just missed. Five, 6 yet to rotate. Swamp's moving in. There's 556, completely oblivious, and there's the kill. 3-3 Atrocities. Another Volk round. I have to say, this has been a very even match tonight. Very much like the Mayhem and Animal House match that occurred last night. 556 has 8 kills. Hyung with 6. Misty with 5. The last objective is going to be a south objective in this building. We'll see in a moment. And I have to say, I'm really feeling another Volk win. It's been really close a few times for Atrocities, but it just doesn't seem like they've been able to make that critical connection at the end. Here we go. Into the last round of the second map. This could be the series decider if Atrocities can pull off the first Marsoc win. And look at this. It looks like the dice have rolled in their favor. This is the very close spawn. What is Volt going to do in this scenario? Do they even know about this spawn? Boba. Voids and Draven quickly. That's a huge first kill. Voids peeking out. This cross laser is huge. If Voids gets too antsy, this is not going to look good. Connor coming up. Making noise. Ooh, there it is. A huge kill. This is already looking great for Atrocities. Here we go. Boba moving in. Trying to play a little tighter. Trenton, a huge kill on Swamp. There's only 2 left. This is it. Could Atrocities Connor down? And there's Boba. It is a 4v1. And Misty in almost an impossible position. Tucked well in. Ooh, Misty picks up. He finds the kill. Position is known, but 556 is Misty going to be able to prevent a cap here? This is important. Hyung knows where he's at, but Misty finally, he did rotate. 556 above. Unable to get across here. Here we are. Can Misty pull off an incredible clutch? 556 leaning in, and there it is, folks. There's the kill, and that is the series decider. Atrocities wins 4-3 with the first Marsoc win. Atrocities wins the series. We will be going for a quick intermission, and we will be back with the third map. Welcome back, folks. We are on Egress, the map pick of a Wrecking Crew, the final map. And this has been an incredibly close game.
Okay, I'm heading east.
However, it has been decided. This is still valuable play experience, and more importantly, you want to kind of get these rounds in, even though the map has, or I should say the series has been decided for Wrecking Crew, you want to still bring in some of these rounds, find these wins.
That's not for
And
you.
the reason being is MMR is really how you're placed. So even if you lose that match, those extra rounds, pretty much your total rounds, if you can get as many as you can, there's plenty of games where a team will win, they'll get 9 rounds, and the opposing team gets 9 rounds, and the opposing team loses. However, it's still important that that team got 9 rounds. It helps with MMR. It's a lot better than, let's say, a 13-5. Again, we're seeing quite a bit of a tucked in defense. Let's see if we can find the Trenton over here. Good positioning for Trenton. And there is a little bit of action. Draven looking to come through. Oz playing this between the cars. Draven slowly moving forward. Wow, look at this, folks. Misty and Dove. Trenton knows they're here. Can he have some trigger discipline? And ooh, there's shots on him. Ooh, Void's pinning him down. Misty knows where he's at. He's made the call out. Look at this. That flash. Misty's gonna come in and wrap him up. There it is. Huge kill. Boba finding 556. Lord Nas finding Draven. And Void's team killing. That's a huge TK. Not one you really want to see, especially at this point. Nas
Rated with
still
one,
playing
-2
down
lane.
there. And Boba managed to find a trade. However, he is downed. Connor, sticky position. Void's coming around. Ooh, and I think Void's might catch him. Oh, Connor's gonna play the corner, so he's not. And that down for Atrocities. Ooh, a huge rotate that is gonna cost him. That's a huge death. Lord Nas, knowing he's the last defender alive, and Void's perfectly watching the angle. Is Nas going to be able to clutch this up? Void's coming in. Boba's still alive, unable to give callouts that are useful, and more importantly, in a position he can't really res, so this is really going to be just a 1v1. Ooh, wow. Ooh, there... Is he gonna see him? And he does! That is a round win for Wrecking Crew. A Marsoc win.
Nice job.
1-0. Alright, so just a little bit of the previous match's scores. Animal House and Mayhem played last night. It was 10-10. Mayhem did pull the win. Latin Force and Most Wanted played last night as well. It was 9-9 and Latin Force pulls the win. These were really close games. Vindicators played War Thug QC. It was 10-6. Vindicators pulled that win. We had General Electronics versus Raptors. I have to say, I watched some of that cast. That beginning map, that 3 points that General Electronics put up, that was the first 3 points of the game. Raptors was down 3-0 that first map. However, Raptors managed to turn it around, and not only did they win the first map, they closed them out the next 2. On Monday, we had Vindicators versus Dogs of War. Vindicators pulled that win 11-8. And then we had Most Wanted versus Bedwetters, or the other way around, Bedwetters versus Most Wanted. This was a challenge match. I have to assume Spectra really wanted to win this. That's the Bedwetters group. But Most Wanted pulled ahead 13-5 with the win. We're going to be jumping right back in.
Okay, I didn't get a -6 like last time.
A little bit different spawn for Atrocities.
899, 14,
I'm gonna try to cat. Don't expect me now. I only got
Oh,
two
that's
flashes.
so shitty spawn. I go where I want to go.
389.
Just going somewhere.
Good luck, man.
Looks like Connor's going to go straight down. And Connor and Misty find each other right away. Misty's already made his rotation pretty far. Void's already picking up Nas. Connor's moved quite a bit up already. He is at the road, moving quickly to gas station. Void's heals himself. He was tagged a little bit. Misty watching this. Could be a good pick from Misty if he holds this position. But Connor is moving up quick. Here we are. The anticipation. There's this. Is he gonna peek? Wow, the timing. Trenton makes it across. Here we go. There's the next one, and oh my gosh. Oh, he sees him. There's the kill. Trenton does know he's there though. And he didn't see Trenton cross. That is amazing timing, especially for Trenton. He's gonna tuck himself away. C4 looks like it was probably garage. Ooh, can he see the feet? I don't think he can. I think we can see the feet because Draven's actually tucked into the elevator room. Well, I guess I'm not sure if it's exactly an elevator room. The elevator is to the side, but I think it's often called just a drop down. You drop from one level to the next. Ooh, Void's coming behind, and ooh, a huge team kill by Draven. We've seen a number of these TKs, and I feel like I've seen more from Wrecking Crew than Atrocities. In fact, I'm trying to think. I think all of the TKs have been from Wrecking Crew. It's still early in the season, something you want to work out. Hung down by Boba, and Trenton moving dangerously close to Misty. Misty just playing a head peek that cannot see Trenton. It is effectively a 1v4 here. Here it comes. There it is. That's a headshot.
Nice one.
Trenton making a call out, but he's really the only player alive. That down is not... I do not see a revive coming that way. I have to say, I'm looking at this defense, and they are potentially giving themselves a cap opportunity for Trenton. But Dove mainly the only person directly on cap. If Trenton can pull a quick kill, maybe we could see a cap attempt. However, I think he's going to peek from here. If he does get the kill from here, it's going to give plenty of time for Draven and Boba to rotate back. Here we go. Wow, Dove picks up the kill, giving Wrecking Crew a 2-0 lead. This map is looking a lot different from the last two maps. If Wrecking Crew wins this map, you know they're going to be beating themselves up a little bit with how tight those first two maps were. Both were in their grasp. Extremely tight maps. A little bit more of previous match results. Just a little news. Pantheon has disbanded, so there's unfortunately been a forfeit, so therefore Blaze got a free win there, 12-0. The Maniacs played Dogs of War. This was last Sunday. Dogs of War managed to win 11-9. And then we have a cast from Chumbate, Mayhem versus Summit. And Summit didn't do so hot. Mayhem winning 13-3 at Guns N' Roses versus Los Mojones. And Guns N' Roses won 12-2. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Guns N' Roses, I believe they are a assault group. They are an assault group. So these guys have come over from the Assault League over to the Uplink League and made a team, and they're making a little bit of an impact over here. Berkut versus Boneyard, and Boneyard managed to just barely pull a win, 9-8. Looks like we're going to be heading right back into the next round.
Okay, yeah.
Scotty, just get straight up and down that road, right?
Yep. You find out what you
Bomber.
your turn up.
Yep.
We've got the garage objective.
Smash, drag.
Not exactly the spawn I think Wrecking Crew was hoping for. And they are doing potentially a 2-2-1 split. Nas is going to head directly up. Dove and Trenton trading shots. Dove in a great head peek. Trenton pushing pretty far up. Here we go, Nas, Voids. What are we going to see here? Oh, and just bad timing for Nas, and Voids is headed quick. Look at this. 556 does manage to pick up the kill. Connor, some shots taken from Misty. He does heal himself up.
I missed him.
Misty does know that he wasn't able to get the kill. It is a 4v3, and this is already looking a little difficult for Atrocities. Connor watching what could be a good angle. There's still a lot of time in the round for Wrecking Crew to really surround this group, and it looks to be what they're going to do. But Connor might be able to see this rotation. I think he might have. I'm not sure if he did. Getting surrounded is the last thing this group really wants to happen at this moment. Connor watching that angle, and Misty. These are huge downs from your own team. Connor pulls the kill. It has went from a 4v3 now to effectively a 2v3. These are really, really rough team kills that we're seeing from Wrecking Crew.
Oh, nice.
Draven's rotating. And I think they know that was a TK. Looks like particularly maybe he's waving to his teammate. Oh my gosh, and the team kills are absolutely detrimental. This has got to be the priority for Wrecking Crew. You cannot afford to have this many team kills. Guys, oh my god. What? What a nade. That was almost a similar nade that we saw from Lipinski in the Mayhem match. just barely misses. That was an amazing nade. Unfortunately, just slightly, not quite cooked to perfection. I went ahead, they finished that down, but this Marsoc round has been mostly Wrecking Crew facing Wrecking Crew. And Draven now knows his critical error. 1v3, not looking good. The pressure is building up. Can Draven redeem those team kills his team has made and pull off what looks to be almost an impossible 1v3? This defense is almost perfectly placed to defend against Draven. This is a great rotation. 1 minute and 20. And he probably will be able to easily pick up Connor when he swings this. Ooh, but the util is going to give away the position. Ooh, yeah, the util. Here we are. Ion making that move in. He is worried about the cap. 44 seconds. There it is. There's the kill from Hyung on Draven, giving Atrocities their first round win of this map. We have a few new faces this season. Some people have shown up, made a team. A few of those new faces, we have General Electronics, currently placed number 10. They are a new team. We have Guns N' Roses, placed number 13. I believe... So we have Wrecked, that's a new team. Dragoons is, I believe, also a new team. I think Berkut is a new team. Alpha X is a new team. We have Chicken Eaters and Covert Captivation, all new teams. There's a number of new faces around. Be sure to help those groups with scrims. We want to make sure that they are able to get some experience. Oftentimes, just coming in, you want to make sure you can get a little bit of experience before you jump right into the matches. Looks like maybe Space Aces is a new team, and Prospects, VR Militia. I think all of these groups are new teams. We're going to be jumping into our fourth round.
Your dad is lesbian.
Okay, we're gonna go over here.
like fucking. I need to plug this bitch in. It won't go in the socket.
I don't think Voids is very happy with his current
Wow,
situation.
now I can finally play the game, kind of. There we go.
556 is revived by himself. I think that was just some healing action that we've seen. Ooh, a huge kill by Boba. However, that is an inaccurate call out. 556 was revived. Boba's gonna move up. If he dies with that inaccurate kill count, they may be unexpecting of this push from the south. And there it is. They at least know 556 is around. Very much a north push. We have 3 players here from the north. A lot of lasers. Dove tucked away. Can Triton find this kill? There's just a little bit of him peeking out. I don't think he's gonna look. Ooh, can he find him? Ooh, there it is. He sees it. Oh, unable to find that kill, and Voids is gonna be here to kind of help. There's the kill. And Voids find the refrag. And there it is. Now Void's position is exposed. Is Nas gonna be able to wrap around and find this kill? 3-3. There it is. Another huge kill by Voids, giving them the upper hand, but 556, he's picked up Misty. If he can pick off Draven, this could be a potential cap. Voids has got to rotate to support. And Hyung is watching this. If Voids rotates, Hyung may be able to pull this kill. This is a very sticky situation for Wrecking Crew. We could potentially be seeing a cap attempt. Can 556 find Draven? Ooh, and the sound cue's out. And there's the kill. This is the upper hand. Oh wow, this is a 2-on-1. And potentially even a cap if they just hold it. 556 could go for the cap. Draven is not in a position to stop it. I have to say with teams at this level, oftentimes where you kind of run into, there's the kill, you run into difficulty is knowing when to go for the cap. And I think 556 has been in this scenario to go for the cap. Knowing when those opportunities are available is definitely kind of the sharpening of your game sense. Draven's now worried. It's pushing up. Could we see a win from Atrocities to tie it up? Oh, he sees him. And the sound cue's out. Oh, and he finds the kill. The headshot. 2-2. It's tied up again. What a close series this has been. Amazing. I think we are going to be using every bit of time here today. We are going to go probably to the last round on the third map. I think I have to admit this has been quite a change of what I thought it was going to be after Wrecking Crew pulled that 2-0 at the beginning. Atrocities have managed to come back.
Wait, did we just go around without a friendly fire casualty? Did we do it? We did it. We did it one round. Let's go.
I think Wrecking Crew is celebrating their ability to not team kill around, which, you know, you have to say you got to celebrate the small wins. It's something you want to correct early on, especially early on in the season. You can't really, you really don't want that to happen later on. And they've gotten some good positioning. This is something we see very often, a very common defensive setup. Connor in a good position. I have to say Connor's watching this cross here. And that molly is amazing. Draven is down. That is a great molly. They were prepared for this. A lot of util. They were prepared. Don't go into the fire, Connor. And ooh, just a little aggressive there. Almost trades. Now 4-4. Dub and Misty quickly rotating around. Ooh. Can he see this kill? Can he hear him? Look at this. Oh, and there's the headshot from 556. He was tagged though, so he's hurt. Void's moving up. Got the util in. Just smoke cutting off this lane. That could be helpful, but can he clear where Hyung is at? There is just so many positions that people could be sitting. Voids is throwing a frag maybe? Not exactly where you want it to go. And wow! Naz picks up Dove, but Voids picks up Hyung, and you have to wonder, where was the audio cues? You really, from this perspective, you just don't expect Voids to win that. Even Voids was surprised he won that. Three up for Atrocities. Nas, center compound. I think this is an incorrect call out, and it's going to divert attention from where the main push is at. Trenton finds the kill. That's a great kill, a headshot on Boba. And we're just left with Void. 556 watching the cross. And this is one of these situations when you're in these 1v3 scenarios. You can sometimes take advantage of one player being off objective if you can just get those quick kills and try to go for that code send. But Trenton is really dug in, but Voids knows this position. Ooh, but he's more worried about the side position. Ooh, and he's... Oh my gosh. They just haven't seen each other yet. Here we go, here we go. Here it is. Oh, and the headshot from Trenton to shut down Voids. That gives Atrocities a 3-2 lead. Atrocities has picked up a lot of momentum. Initially down by 2 rounds. They have come back. They are now 3 rounds up from that initial 0-2, giving them that slight lead. Can they win this Marsoc round and shut it out? We're waiting just a bit here. Voids with 9 kills. That is a big number to see. 9 kills. Draven has evened his score back out after those rough team kills, but we've seen a lot of it, not just from one player here. On the other side, we have 556 with 6 kills. And Trenton with 5. There we go. This could be map point for Atrocities. Can they find the win? It's like a 3-2 split right away. And they are really trying to make sure they know that code. Maybe we will see a cap attempt. Void's taking some shots. Just not able to connect with 556. He's gonna give up his position, move up more. Just a little too late to catch Trenton. He is trying to maybe find his own teammate. That's Nas. 556 is moving up quick. He can hear Voids moving around. He's gonna give that call out. I'm not sure. Ooh, that is. Ooh, very close to a team kill again. Voids picks him up. And there's the kill. From 556 on Voids, it is tied right back up. Young and Nas trying to infiltrate into the middle. Connor has kind of made his headway. Dove is retreating a little bit back towards uplink. And he's doing it in a very open manner. Decided to take the ramp. He does find the kill. Connor, ooh, just barely missing those shots. Oh, no, he did not miss the shots. He was tagged, just not enough to kill him. A lot of detail towards Connor. They are worried about the push there. Nas worried about the ramp. Flash. Ooh, that's a smoke. Ooh, and there's the kill, a headshot. Oba just not able to find that kill. Ooh. That is all the way down. Boba hurt. 3 players up for Wrecking Crew to Atrocities 2. Boba is watching a good angle here. But Nas is, you've got to think that Nas knows of this position, and I don't think he would have, he doesn't recognize that's the position. I would have thought the audio cues would have given away Boba's position. Now it's just left to 556 to try to make a map clutch. Give him the win. Very slow play. He still has 2 minutes though. It has been a very slow push here. Boba watching this cross. Can he find 556? There it is. 3-3. Another extremely tight game. Voids with 10 kills. We will have the last objective at gas station Atrocities on defense. Can they defend? We've already seen a few Marsoc wins happen. I'm sure Wrecking Crew really wants to pull at least one nap win from this, but in any case, so far, the points have been incredibly close. At this point, it's 11-9 total. Looks like we're gonna have a round reset. We will be right back. Here we go.
Alright, what are you
The
at?
very last round of this match.
Yeah, that's part of what you've been doing better with low than that. You better in playing on the ground. Like, I don't know why. Like, I was doing so fucking good on like downfall and bane. I got 6 and 7. I was like 2. I can't lie. We played all 3 of my worst matches. Like, so it's
3-2 split. Maybe not actually. Oh, kind of a 3-2 split. Raven moving quickly. Ooh, a huge kill from Voids. This is what you want. Voids another kill. Voids is just absolutely doing amazing this map. It is already. Oh my gosh! Here we go. Ooh, just unfortunate frag, but the idea was there. That frag would have went in. I think Connor absolutely would have been dead. The worst thing that can happen here is the team killing. You definitely don't want that. This is a great first start of the round. And Nas gonna be potentially oblivious. And there it is. There it is, guys. The team killing is just absolutely hurting them. Here we go. There's the kill. Huge kill. Connor is down. It is all up to Trenton, and they are storming. They are storming. Voids could potentially get the cap here. Trenton is not in a great position to prevent a cap. The smoke is out. This is it, guys. This is when you got to realize that cap is there and go for it. Here we go. Tablets out. Can he get the cap? Trenton just not catching it. And there it is, folks. Wrecking Crew.
Here we go.
5-3 on Egress. Misty finding the kill at the end. That is it, folks. Thanks for watching. I have been your caster. I am back. And keep an eye out for those official casts. They will be coming up